Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the sequel to the highly successful first installment, or fourth, whatever you want to do with the continuity. And it takes place 3 years after the events of the last movie, in which the island that hosted Jurassic World is now abandoned only with dinosaurs. But there is now an active volcano that was once dormant, and now there's the huge debate of should we save these dinosaurs from extinction once again. So while everyone's debating about that, Claire, played by Bryce Dallas Howard once again, is recruited by this company to go to the island to get the dinosaurs and bring them to another island for them to be saved. But in order to do so, she has to recruit Owen, played by Chris Pratt, because this company really needs Blue to make sure that this operation goes to plan. Now, I am a humongous fan of Jurassic Park. The next two sequels I'm very mixed on, but Jurassic World I absolutely loved. I'm not gonna lie, I'm proud to say that's even my third favorite movie of 2015. I absolutely loved it, and this movie is directed by J.A. Bayona, who is known for Monster Calls and The Impossible, two highly underrated movies that I really like. So of course I was really excited for this movie, and I felt like J.A. Bayona would be a nice addition to this franchise and bring a new style into this installment. And did I get that? Yes! Surrounded by a really, really stupid movie. To start off with the good stuff, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, once again, I really like them in this movie. Chris Pratt is more Chris Pratt than he was in the last movie, and I like that more. And the two of them are very charismatic, they're funny, and I like seeing them. But I feel like I like seeing them because I've already seen them in a previous movie. But I did like what they did with some of their characters, how Bryce Dallas Howard changed from the last movie, and Chris Pratt and Blue the Velociraptor have a much better relationship in this movie that I thought was very developed. And Blue actually felt like a real character in this movie, and I really like that. And this is a Jurassic World movie, and you come for the visual effects, and does this movie supply them? Yes, I think that the visual effects in this movie are far superior than the visual effects in Jurassic World. I actually thought those effects weren't that great, but them in this movie are so much better, highly superior. There's so much more texture to these animals, and they feel a lot more lifelike. And this movie has more animatronics, and the animatronics in this scene are so good, and J.A. Bayona does a fantastic job blending in animatronics with CGI. And there are several scenes I really loved in this movie. The opening prologue scene is probably one of the best in the Jurassic franchise, and the volcano explosion scene I thought was probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And even in the second half of the movie, with mild spoilers, but you've seen all the trailers, when they're in this mansion and they're running around, and I thought that it was very intense. Because this movie is the scariest of the Jurassic World movies, which I was pretty surprised by, but that's mainly due to its director, J.A. Bayona, who I think did a tremendous job with what he could do. J.A. Bayona likes to have a certain style in some of his movies, and I think that he had a great style in this movie, because he is able to craft a lot of creepy scenes throughout this movie. As I said, the prologue I absolutely love. There are certain uses of lighting that he uses in that scene and also throughout the movie that makes him show what he wants us to see and what we shouldn't see at certain moments, and I thought that was a great way of creating the tension. And even in the second half, with this haunted house and dinosaurs running around trying to chase the main characters, I thought his style was really creepy and really well executed. But your style, visual effects, and action can only take you so far in a movie that is really, really stupid. I'm not one to say that a movie is stupid. I can deal with a lot of stupid things in movies. I can enjoy a stupid movie and won't even say it's stupid. This one, I'm not afraid to say, this is such a stupid movie because there's so many stupid ideas in this that are just unnecessary. One of the things that really bothered me about this movie is that the movie is basically a setup to a sequel that me and probably most of other people would really much rather see. And I understand that you needed a segue from the last movie to this next upcoming movie, and this is what we have, but it just felt so lazy and forced and so stupid. Because there's a mystery with one of these characters that we see throughout the movie, and you kind of wonder what is the deal with this character. And when the mystery is revealed, one, it's so lazily executed. The guy's like, oh, this is what's up with this character, and that's it, out of the blue. And it's just such a stupid idea. I don't want to spoil it because it's one of the two things that this movie doesn't spoil. Fair warning, this movie's trailer spoils so much. You see the ending of this movie in the trailer, and it was so aggravating. But back to this stupid idea. It's such a stupid idea. It makes you question a lot of things that we've seen already in the franchise, and because of this stupid twist revelation, it is the catalyst for this character to do something stupid at the end of the movie, which is the creation for this entire third movie, which is just so lazy and, again, stupid. Because these are smart writers, I believe they can do something clever, but there is such an easy way to replace what was actually done and the reasoning behind it with something that makes more sense in the universe. So yeah, if you can tell, I thought the script in this movie was really bad, and that also goes to the characters, because there's some really dumb characters in this movie. Two of the characters in this movie, they work with Claire, who is now an animal activist / dinosaur activist, and they want to save the dinosaurs. So there are these two characters that go to the island to help them bring back the dinosaurs. One of them is somewhat of a doctor, and I thought she was decent. She was kind of one note of just saying to people who were superior than her, saying, hey, I'm a girl and I can do this, so joke's on you. That was basically her thing throughout the entire movie. That didn't bother me as much, and she actually did have an impact and was helpful throughout the movie. But this other kid was so fucking annoying. I could not stand this other character. He goes to the island to like hack one thing, and that's it. And if I said the last side character was just one note, this guy is like less than one note. He's supposed to be the comedy relief in this movie, and you don't need comedy relief when you have Chris Pratt. Because all this kid basically does is scream, complain, question, oh, is that a T-Rex? Oh, is that a T-Rex? It is so repetitive and annoying. It was funny for maybe, I don't know, literally the first time it happened, and then the next 50, I didn't care. I think these two characters disappeared in the end of the movie, and I don't know what happened to them. And granted, I do not care what happened to them. Oh, and also we have dumb military guys who do stupid things who then cause bad things to happen to the rest of the main characters. Ha! Never seen that before. Oh, and we also have generic, greedy, rich people who want to get money. Never seen that before. And this movie also has a new hybrid dinosaur. I'm okay with a hybrid dinosaur, but we literally just got that in the last movie. It's literally a hybrid of the hybrid. Granted, I did like this new dinosaur. It's an Indoraptor, and I did think he was kind of menacing, and I liked his design. But the thing is, he doesn't do that much in the movie. The only thing this new dinosaur does is scream, run around chasing people, and maybe eat some people, and then they just throw the character away. That's it. This character had no consequences in this movie, and that's probably the biggest fault, is that everything after the first half of this movie has no major consequences until like the last 5 minutes. You have the first movie, Jurassic World, the entire theme park is destroyed. Major consequences. The first half of this movie, you destroy this island that this whole franchise is based around. Major consequences. And the second half of the movie is a claustrophobic chase monster scene, which doesn't really affect the end game of the movie. And this movie feels rather disjointed. It feels like 2-hour-long specials that are then intertwined with like 10 minutes of plot and substance. Because you have this whole action save the dinosaurs in the first half of the movie, and then you have this somewhat claustrophobic horror movie in the latter half of the movie, and I don't feel like the two of them blended very well together. Especially when you have such a big beginning and middle half to something that is extremely much smaller. I would have liked to see the two of them on their own, but I don't really think they work well together. Don't get me wrong, I didn't totally hate Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. As I said before, there was a lot to enjoy in this movie. It's a great style because of its director, the action scenes, and especially everything with the dinosaurs, the visual effects. Those are a lot of fun to watch, and it's also fun to watch our main characters that we saw in the last film. But there's so many stupid ideas in this movie that I cannot believe actually happened, and someone thought this was a good idea, and the ending of this movie just felt like such a tease for a much better movie that we all want to see. And the characters are stupid, and this movie just feels rather inconsequential, especially since we have such an uneven toned movie. I'm very mixed on Jurassic World right now. It might be a good movie. I'm not sure yet. I have to see it for a second time, so right now I can say that Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is just a fine movie. So that's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. What do you guys think? Have you seen the movie? Have you not seen the movie? Whatever you think, put the comments below, and maybe I'll read it. Maybe I won't. Thank you as always for watching. If you haven't, you can click my last video right over here, and you can click my upcoming video right over here. Hopefully it's better than this one. Thank you as always for watching, and hope to see you next time.